Disappointing to get the loss. What positives can you take away from it?
A lot of positives. We had 4 debutants today, which is great for our group. So in terms of the way that they came in and played their role, it was really good. And to win contested ball throughout the day was also a real positive. I thought our mids tried really hard in there and probably won the battle in the end. We just got beat on the outside too much today.
7 laid outs and Bart McCulloch not looking 100%. When did you find out about that?
So that was early this morning, so we had no idea until today.
That obviously affected your game plan a lot. What did you put into plan to counteract that?
Not really. I mean, the boys that came in, we understand that they're ready for senior footy, and we brought them in for a reason. It just shows that the depth that we've got at our club is good at the moment, and it's strong that we can have 7 boys come up from our development league side and play their role today. So a real positive for that group, and for obviously some areas to improve working forward for them.
Bennett kicked 3 goals. Who else did you think performed well today?
Yeah, I thought Tommy was really good up forward. His willingness to compete today was fantastic. Against 2 or 3 opponents was really good. I thought Jake finished well off in the ruck in the last corner. I think, in terms of the mids, Josh, Brad, Cousins, they were all pretty good, I thought.
I assume there'll be a few changes going in next week, assuming everyone's fit. Alex Lee looked like he went off for an injury.
No, that was precaution. So just rolled his ankle out here. He rucked the next 5 or 6 minutes and then came off. And there's no point risking that in round 3. So he just iced up. He should be fine. And yeah, barring no sickness next week, we should get those 7 back in. Let's hope. And
lastly, your 3rd game is coaching now. How has the extra workload impacted you personally, if at all?
Well, I hope it hasn't impacted my ability to play the game. Let's hope that. No, I don't think. I work at the footy club on Mondays and try and get most of my stuff done then. The weekends are obviously pretty full. But, workload-wise, the coaching group that I've got to work with are fantastic in picking up the load, and the leadership group as well at the footy club is great in picking up the load as well. So it's not about me, it's about a shared process for our club going forward.
Really strong performance out there today. I thought Bowden dominated whenever he got near it. Rainbird kicked 3. Webster was good through the midfield. Who did you think also performed well?
Oh, I mean, it's pretty hard to individualise. It was a really quality performance. We know North Lonnie had some guys missing today, and you have to factor that in, but what was impressive was our team football. I think last week we kicked 22 goals, and a lot of people thought, great offensive team, great attacking team, but I think what was missed a little bit last week was how well the guys defended, just the work rate they put into defending. There's no really magic plan or formula behind it, it's just the guys being prepared to work for each other. And down back today, Harrison Gunther, Josh Grant, Joel Millhouse, Josh Arnold was tremendous with his leadership. That whole back group, Daniel Joseph and Connor Salter back there, they just work so well together. And then, speaking to them after the game, they said, well, the pressure up the ground was so good. James Webb, his pressure was exceptional. Zach Webster as well. He was an elite pressure forward in the VFL when I worked with him at Box Hill, and nothing's changed in that regard. But Rainbird as well, and Ben Camerick, just the pressure that our team was willing to work and apply to North Lonnie was tremendous. Just really happy as a coach to see the guys willing to do that work.
When did you find out that North Lonnie had some outs, and did you send some from Glenorchy down to do the players' tees?
Yeah, maybe we did, I'm not telling you. But no, I just found out just before the game. I got given a team sheet a few minutes, like probably 25 minutes before the game. We didn't read too much into it. North Lonnie have been a good team, or a great team, for a long time, and they've had good players come and go. So we felt that we didn't tell the players that there were guys out. We felt that the blokes coming in would step up and play a role in what's a really good North Launceston system. I'm just really impressed by them as a team every time I watch them play. So we didn't change anything with those guys out. We just went out and executed the plan that we did, and it's a great reflection for the guys that they're able to really shut down what's a great team system for North Lonnie. They were able to shut that down today.
So that obviously didn't affect your game plan at all. How about the wet weather? Did that have any play on how you were going to going to this encounter?
Yeah, I mean, it just meant we had to emphasise certain parts of our game style over others. But I'm fortunate to have a pretty smart group. They really pick those things up quick. They're pretty adaptable. They communicate really well out on the field. So they made the adjustments really well. It didn't take too much from me. And, you know, they still found those moments to play some really good attacking footy too, you know, which is really important. We want people watching the TSL to see some good entertaining footy. And it was great to be a part of this rivalry with North Lonnie. You know, I've watched it from afar for a few years now, and it's great what these two clubs have. You know, we got it up on them this time, but, you know, when they come down to KG5, I'm sure they'll have a full team and it'll be on like Donkey Kong. So really looking forward to that one.
Mitch Walker was the star goal kicker last week. You must have been happy with the spread of goal kickers this week since he was quite quiet.
Yeah, and it's been good both weeks. You know, we've got a lot of players who work hard and do the right things, and our team system with our ball movement allows a lot of players to get opportunities to score if they do that work. So, you know, it just makes you harder to defend, and I'm sure over the course of the season we'll have to make some changes because, you know, there's some good coaches around this competition. They're going to look at what we're doing, but you know, we'll just keep looking to improve. And you know, it's an important game next week against North Hobart. They've got good young talent. You can't just take them lightly because they'll apply that pressure early. And if you give them a sniff, then you know you can be in for a long day. So we've got a 6-day break and then I think a 5-day break for our next 2 games. So really important for us this next little stretch.
Was there any injuries today, and can you foresee any changes to next week this early in the piece?
Yeah, I won't give away any changes we might make. Look, I'm not sure. We just have to assess that during the week. No injuries at this point, touch wood. Yeah, you know, we've been lucky so far. We haven't had too much in the way of injuries, and you know, it's great to see some young guys. We had a young fella named Bailey Bester, who I think is 18 or 19, debut today. And so we had 7 teenagers out there again today, which is really exciting for me. I love seeing those guys get out there, and you know, it was a big ask for Bailey he's come in from Claremont. He's a former Glenorchy junior. He's come back to us late in the pre-season, and it's just great to see him apply some really good tackles and some good pressure, and a great learning experience for him.